Yo, what's going on, everyone? What up, what up? It's your girl, Miss DJ Hoodie, also known as Audra Alquenva, and you are listening to another Why Run Podcast Live. Yo! Yes,
Yo.
On panel. We got the sexy raccoon, JustRob. Yeah.
That's what I am now?
Yes.
Raccoon?
Yes.
Okay.
Hi, baby.
Hi, baby. How you doing?
How are you feeling today?
Hot. It's a hot one here.
Oh, you're
It's a
hot.
hot one at Key Res. I'm in the desert. You left me.
No way.
No, it's a hot one though, but we'll survive. Hopefully the mic's not picking up the fan.
Oh, no. I think you're good.
How are you?
I'm good. And yeah, just thinking about the topics for today. But before we get started, and well, first of all, we're gonna be talking about some dating and relationship topics due to some YouTube shorts that I saved, and I'm sorry, babe, that I never sent them over to you to check out. But yeah, we're gonna, and most of them, they are audio clips, and I hope that this software will pick up the audio. But if not, again, like in every episode that I include videos from YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, they're all gonna be linked in the description so that all of you guys can check them out. But yeah, there's some pretty I think it would be some pretty good topics for you and I to discuss. And yo, before we move on, what do you think about the podcast cover? Yeah. Yes. Yeah, it's a picture of me and Rob. We finally got our pictures done together, and I think the photographer did an amazing job at capturing us. Yes, and in the picture you see Rob's black box. You all know JustRob's black box. Yeah, I like it.
Not everybody knows my box. Everybody
Well,
thinks they know my box.
word. Well, they know now. They see it now. Yeah, it's a real thing. It's right there in the picture.
That's a real thing.
That's a real thing. Yeah, that's me and Rob. Got our pictures done professionally. Yes.
People are gonna be clicking on it like, where is it?
Yes. Yo, throw us a comment. Let us know what you guys think of the new Why Run podcast. And if you guys didn't figure it out, yeah, every time that JustRob is going to be featured in a podcast episode, yeah, you guys will know by the podcast cover of me and JustRob. Yes. You look cute, babe.
Thank you.
Yes. Thank you. Yeah, he likes the other one as well. He's just like, that rump.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you, babe.
Like, I don't mind you putting up yours by yourself. I'm
Yeah.
fine with it.
Yeah, I'm cool with this one too. Every time that you join me on panel, this is the one that we're gonna throw up there, so everybody knows that you're featured on there, and you got a lot of good things to say, good solutions and good points.
Thank you. I hope so.
Yes.
Freeze today. I'm gonna be like, I don't know what to say.
Nah, you're good. I mean, it just comes natural. You really, you're thinking logically. So yeah, and I think a lot of people know that. But before we get into it, you know how we were saying that we wanted to keep up on our wins for the
Oh
day?
my god. Yes.
Why you sound stressed out?
Because I feel like I haven't been doing them.
Yeah,
Not
same.
all of them.
I
Well,
mean,
I guess-
I've been trying. You've been
Yes.
trying at least.
Yes.
You
Except for the
wanna
physical one.
say
I'm
what?
not doing it. The physical one, I'm not doing like extra stuff. No, actually, yeah, I was lifting. I've been lifting.
Like
Stop it.
what?
I'm sensing all this sexual energy from you.
From from me right now?
Yes.
Oh, is it because what we did earlier before I turned on the mic?
Yeah, man.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Hey, that's a win. That's a win.
Yes,
It's
I
been
won.
it. Say what?
I said I won. It's not
Yes,
what
you
you
did.
think.
Yes, you did. But wait till tonight.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, well, why don't you talk about like what you, I mean, obviously we know what we need to do or what we want to do. So, I mean, I guess like I guess a reboot.
Oh, yeah, there's a lot of things I need to do here at the house for. Oh my God, when does fall start? September?
Yes.
Shit. Christmas is coming and everything.
Yeah.
No, there is a lot of things I need to get done before fall comes, the actual fall season. But I don't know. Like I told you, I feel a little stuck. But I'll figure it out. If I have to do it on my own, then I will. Because things are moving and they're not waiting. You're like, yes. People are moving. We're not waiting. I mean, it's not like we actually wait or take our time for anything.
Yeah, I know I don't wait. I don't wait. I can't wait. But I mean, yeah, I get what you're saying because like I still remember that portfolio that I said that I wanted to work on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I haven't done it. And you know, I don't want to take like or say that these podcast episodes are kind of more like they're a waste of time or anything like that, because I really do enjoy doing these episodes and I don't want to stop. It's not something that I'm considering. Like, I'm not considering stopping. But yeah, like, you know, portfolios, things like that, you know, the ornaments and all of those things. So yeah, I haven't really been doing what I feel like I need to do. But I mean, it's just other things. Like, it's just spreading ourselves around, I think. Like what needs to be done and what's the most important. And the article that you've written, yes, JustRob wrote an article. It'll be published soon, okay? But I was reading through your list of the like important stuff, and then like breaking things down into like 2, 3, 4 things. And I was like, yeah, like, who thinks to do that? Because I know that I don't. Because people that have so much things that we need to do and get done, like, we're thinking about taking all 20 things at once. And it's just, yeah, things just end up falling apart. But yeah, I am trying to put into my bullet journal, like, okay, these are the most important tasks and these are the things that I can get done throughout the week, and then just ticking them off one by one.
Yeah, because I mean, I'm sure people have, you know, long lists that they need to get done, but you need to just prioritize, like, which ones need to be done now, which ones of course you want to finish everything all at once, but it overwhelms you. For me, I know when I'm overwhelmed, I just freeze up. I'm like, fuck it, I'm not gonna do shit then, and I don't do it. So then it's just sitting there and it needs to be done. So when you make yourself your own list, and like I said in the article, I think 3, especially when it's a lot, when it's something big, putting 3 things that you can do, because you could do 3 things in one day, even if it's a big project that you're doing. If you start off with like the easiest one, get that one out the way, and then you do the rest. It doesn't overwhelm you as much as like, shit, I got 20 things on my list that I need to get done, and everything's gonna seem like you need to get it done. But when you actually write it down, you make a list and like, what can I do first to get it out the way? It makes it easier. Sometimes you just have to visualize that. And that's what I need to do. I know what I need to do, but I'm kind of waiting on other people. That's what sucks.
Yeah, I feel that. I think that's why, because we were talking about that earlier. Like, yo, are you the type of person to like get mad, like because of the heat? And then I know I kind of took it into like other things, but for me, it's like, yeah, if I have to do something that I expect that I have to do by myself, and if somebody's around me, then it's kind of like, yo, like when I planned on doing this, you weren't in the picture. So it's like, remove yourself.
Yes.
Because it's like, for me, it's like an extra thing I got to swivel around. Like, I got to dodge.
Yeah.
And it don't have to be that way. It's just, I'm already short-tempered. So that legit does not, it don't help. And I know it's like crappy, but it's like, yo, I really can't do this.
I'm sorry that I keep interrupting. I'm sure it cuts off the sound, because it does for me. But in Spanish, we have a saying that pretty much translates to, you help out more if you're out of the way.
Oh, word. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes. You're like, you're helping me more if you get the hell out of my way.
Yes.
You really want to help? Get out of the way.
That's me.
But see, that's what I was telling you last night. Like, I need to know that you're okay with me getting out of the way. Because if I'm just there and I'm legit trying to help you, and you're like, okay, you're just in the way now, can you get out, go. I'd rather you tell me that than to me be standing there, or because I don't know what you want me to do, right? So if you have an idea of what you need to do, and if you're not telling me it's because you don't want my help, maybe I should get the hell out of the way. But because I do want to help, I don't know, I could be misreading you. So if you snap at me, then I'm gonna be like, well, you don't want me to help. But when you're clear and you're just like, okay, I can take care of this myself, I don't need you to be here, then okay, it's clear. I won't, because I think a lot of couples, the expectation of you weren't even helping me. And it's like, okay, well, I was helping you by not being in the way. If it's something that you can, obviously, if you're gonna pick up a table or something, I'm not gonna be just standing there watching you struggle to pick up a table and shit, or moving it out the way. I'm gonna help you. But if I see that you're just sorting out the papers and I have no idea what you're sorting out through, or what you're actually gonna keep and toss, then it's better for me to just get out the way or do something else. But yes, the heat does make me irritable, so I'm like, man, same thing. If I have something I need to do, I'd rather just do it myself. That way I don't snap at anybody. It's not because I need things to be done a certain way. It's just like I said, I get irritated when I'm hot. The main thing is I just want to get shit done. So I'm just trying to rush through whatever it is. And if somebody's there trying to help me, I'm just like, just put it down. Put it down. Go. Save yourself.
Well, you know what's wild about that is that we don't even realize that people just genuinely want to help us. For us, it's kind of like, no, like you're just trying to get in our way. Like it's yeah, like our mind doesn't think like, oh, somebody's so kind enough to want to help. But for us, it's like, oh my god, like you just have to be standing right there. You just have to come over here and like bug me, like.
Yeah.
We just totally don't even think that, oh, like that's so nice you're coming to help. Because like if I'm out in the heat long enough, like the guy, right? I mean, if it was any cool day or whatever, and you know the person that came or was faking trying to help us yesterday fix the tire on a truck, if he was waiting there like all that time, I think I would be thinking like, okay, maybe he was on a phone call, or maybe he's just too cold, you know, because let's say it's the winter time and, you know, he sees us packing up, then he's coming over like, hey, like, you guys need any help or whatever. I mean, of course, I'm going to be thinking like, yeah, you were there that whole damn time. But, you know, me, I would be making excuses for that person. Like, oh, maybe the reason why he didn't want to come out was because it was too hot, or maybe he had a phone call, or maybe he just couldn't at the moment, or, you know, maybe he was just waiting for his lunch break or something. You know, like you're you know, you start thinking that way. But because it was hot, you know, it's just kind of like, look at this motherfucker coming over here like he's just gonna help us and, you know, make himself look good, because he knew that I caught his ass watching us this whole fucking time and didn't come out and assist.
Yeah.
You know, but to me that makes more sense, even if I was hot or not.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, it's like, no, dude, like I'm already mad, I'm thirsty, I'm hungry, I got shit to do, places to go, my dad's burning, I'm burning.
Yeah.
You know, there's no AAA, there's no, see, like to me, like all of those things add up, they build up, and it's like, get the fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? Like unless you have a tow bar or something, or like a cooling mat that we could throw on the ground so we can lay on it and get the damn tire from underneath the truck. Get the hell away from us.
Yeah, at that point, it's like, why even bother? Because, I mean, he could have came over and been like, hey, I'm sorry, I wanted to come over earlier and help you guys, and whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
At that point, it was just like, we're done. Why are you here?
Right.
Get away.
Get away.
Get away from me.
Right. Yeah. But see, like both things make more sense to me, but me being mad, like I have reasons. I just said a whole list of reasons why, like I have a reason to be mad. Now if it was a cool day, you know, yeah, I would be like, no, we're good, hey, you know, like just lying and faking in front of that person and be like, yo, you're gonna fake help, I'm gonna fake acting like, you know, you're cool and shit, even though you just watched us for damn near an hour struggling.
Feel fucked up that I wasn't there.
Nah, it's all good, baby.
Couldn't you NASCAR pit crew right there? Just you take the tire, you take the jack. Let's go. Everybody has a job. Do it.
Yes. Oh my gosh, yes. Oh my god. Yeah, we we were dying and struggling. We were burning. Yeah, we had to get some cooling gel. Yeah, and I put some on just a while ago. So yeah, I feel, yeah, like my fingertips. Yeah, I was out today driving, trying to take some ink cartridges back once again. And yo, my mom and dad, they picked up the ink. Yeah, so I'm just waiting for them to get home. But yeah, being out there in the heat, like I wasn't like directly under the heat, under the sun, but yo, like when my body got hot, yeah, like my fingertips started to like burn and like start to feel like stiff and chubby, like swollen feeling. Yeah. Chubby.
Shout out to aloe vera. Everybody get yourself a plant. Or some aloe vera cooling gel.
Yes. Oh my gosh. That's what I said to Rob. I was just like, damn, how do I live in Arizona all these years and not fucking know this shit?
You know what, man? No, like, I'll tell you off there.
What?
No, I'll tell you off air.
What?
And for a split second, I forgot we were recording. It's really personal.
Baby.
It's getting really personal.
What are you like lube?
What? No.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say like, yo, does that work for that?
Hey, no, it dries too fast. Never mind. Never mind, though.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, no one want to hear that shit, but I do.
No, they don't.
I do though. Yes.
Nah, they'll be fine.
Oh my gosh. Something is up with my mouse. Oh dear.
Mark and Drew, how are you?
Yo, what's going on? Mark, Andrew, are you a bot? You're probably a bot. Don't lie to us.
Bots don't have hands.
It's dude, how come I can't see? Oh, wait, hold on. Yo,
What's happening?
my mouse don't work for some reason. I feel like I'm clicking on everything. I don't see the mouse on my.
Oh, the cursor?
Yeah, I don't see that.
Your
Oh.
desktop's overheated.
You think so?
Man, there's so many things I want to do when I get back to your place.
I know. I'm just like
I'm
fucking
just
up everything that you've done for me.
I'm just waiting until the summer is over so I can go clean that AC.
Yeah, I seen that video. I was like, yes, yes. Dude, something's up with my mic, babe.
Your mic?
Or my mouse. Shit.
Your mouse?
See, I turned because it has the batteries in it.
Batteries probably went out.
You think so? Fuck.
Yeah.
I think I have some in my. Oh, let me change it.
In your drawer?
Yeah, see?
In the drawer you want your mouse to stay out of? I hear that.
Shit. Yeah, I think I have to run and get that. So I'm gonna put you guys on hold if that's okay because it's probably what's going on.
Yeah.
So yo, I'm gonna put you guys on hold for about 2 minutes. All right?
Run.
What?
Run.
Run! Run! Ah! Okay, be right back, everyone. Yo, we're back. Ooh, damn, you know what? I changed out the battery and it didn't work. I got scared because I'm like, babe, how am I gonna turn off the software? How am I gonna shut this shit off when we're done? Oh my gosh. And then he said, what did you say, babe?
He said unplug the sensor or signal leader. See, I have some. I mean, I worked technical support, IT, so I know a few things.
That's my babe shit. Yeah, I would have been stuck.
Ask. I've been taught well.
Yes. Thank you, baby.
I taught myself. You're welcome, man.
And all the while, I probably should have sent you these links to the shorts. So I'm gonna send them to you, I guess, as we're going.
Okay.
Would that be okay, or is that gonna work your phone?
I have to listen to them?
Yeah, well, they're audio.
Okay, well, I would have to mute so it doesn't come on the show.
Okay, I'm sorry I didn't send it to you because having you on the show was a surprise.
Yes, I'm invading your show and take over.
I love it.
It's a hostile takeover.
Yes. Okay, so let's get into this. So our first clip right here. Let's see, making sure that all the audio is good. All right, so we're gonna press play. And so before we press play, I found this shit to be very fucking annoying. I could see this shit happening. I could see this being the reason why relationships fall apart. It is kind of like a trust, having trust in each other kind of situation. But you still need to check this shit out. It to me it's some bullshit, and I'm gonna tell you guys why I think it's bullshit. But yeah, so here we go.
You know me?
I did cheat on you.
You went on a date with this girl.
It wasn't a date.
She literally told me that you took her out to eat. Oh, yeah, you guys hooked up. You can't sit here and deny that.
I am denying because it's not true.
Okay. Sorry, saying she's lying?
I'm saying she's lying.
Let's find out from her.
Okay.
Alright.
Oh my god.
Paula, can you tell him what you told me? So, I pretty much told her that you was going to be back to the restaurant, and afterwards we went back to my place and hooked up. And that he came on to you in the car and everything. Yes. Yeah.
Why would you sit here and lie?
I lied.
So you weren't telling the truth?
I didn't think that you heard you, so I lied. Oh my God. Clearly, he doesn't value the faithful, amazing man that you are.
Okay, replay.
I did cheat on you.
You went on a date with this girl.
It wasn't a date.
She literally told me that you took her out to eat.
No.
Yeah, and you guys hooked up. You can't sit here and deny that.
I am denying because it's not true.
Okay, sure. So are you saying she's lying?
I'm saying she's lying.
Let's find out from her.
Okay.
All right.
Oh my god.
Paula, can you tell him what you told me?
So I pretty much told her that you
took me to this really fancy restaurant, and afterwards we went back to my place and hooked up.
And that he came on to you in the car and you guys were kissing.
Yes.
Yeah, see?
Why would you sit here and lie?
I lied because
So you weren't telling the
Wait.
truth?
I didn't think that she deserved you, so I lied.
Oh my
Kind of
god.
friend. Clearly, she doesn't value the faithful, amazing man that you are.
Okay. Did you listen to the video?
Yes.
Thoughts?
That's a lying ass motherfucker. It's messed up, man. I've been through something similar, not necessarily that specific scenario, but where somebody lied because they felt like, not that I was too good for the person, but they didn't value what they had. So I'm like, alright, I'm just gonna lie and say that we hooked up. And I was like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Why would you do that? And it's like, remember how I told you that being honest sometimes backfires, and for some weird reason, that is what happens with me. But it's always, you gotta, I mean, at least she fessed up to it. She didn't just let this chick continue thinking that her boyfriend had cheated on her. But I didn't understand where it said the side chick. So if she knows that that's the side chick or something, like what the hell was that part?
I speculate that they were friends. That the two females were friends.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it's just a speculation. It wasn't really like said. I didn't, with these shorts, they really don't put like a description of these shorts. But I mean, whether they're friends or not, I think a lot of people's relationships turn this way. But yo, I have a few things to say. And we can go back and forth if you feel that you want to say something. All right, babe? But this bitch lied to fuck up a relationship. She was being petty, okay? And the question that I have is, did they really have a fancy dinner or nah? Because if it were me, I'd be like, so did you really take her ass out? And because that would be like my question to the dude.
Right, that's why I was asking if that was his side chick or not, because it does sound like the dinner part wasn't what she was tripping about. It was the fact that she said after the dinner we went out back to my place.
Right.
So maybe like the dinner was friends type thing or work type thing, something like that. It didn't seem like the dinner really got to her. It was the fact that she thought that they hooked up after. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know if they're co-workers or friends or what's going on there, but
Right.
I don't think it was the dinner part that really got her.
Yeah. And let me say something. Since society today, like, they just kind of look at people and they just like, oh, you kind of look like this, you kind of look like that. Well, I guess in this case, I'm gonna do that, okay? Because when you look at the chick on this, that was in the Zoom call, like, she looked like she got ran through. You know what I'm saying? Like, she doesn't really look put together like, like the girlfriend. Like, she's all dressed nice, her hair's done and everything, looking classy and, all of that. But, I think the girl, like the girlfriend, I think she had a normal reaction. Because, look, someone called her. The chick called her. The chick hit her up, and the girlfriend just confronted him. Like she asked him about it. Like, why you taking out some chick, and like why you smash and like, okay, yeah, it did sound like she was accusing him, but I still think that she was just doing, like, she was just confronting him, like asking him about it. I don't think she was out of line right there. But I feel like his girl should not feel ashamed or like feel stupid that she confronted him, because at the end of all of this shit, like, yo, like, she was lied to. And the look on this guy's face, like that, oh, I told you so, like, you know, he kind of, you know, like sucking on his lip and like, you know, tilting his head like, yeah, bitch, like, I didn't fucking cheat. And it's just like, no. You can't make that head movement, or you can't look at your girl being like, yo, you're tripping. Because she was contacted. She was contacted by the petty bitch saying like, oh, thought you had to know that he took me out to a fancy dinner and we hooked up. He went to my place, blah, blah, blah. Like, it would be like, okay, the girlfriend, I could see her feeling stupid if she was the one that was digging around. If she was the one digging around, like, you know, in his phone, or like, you know, being detective and all of that shit, like just you know, making shit up. Then I could see, you know, like homeboy looking at her like, yeah, bitch, like, I didn't fucking cheat. No, dude, you can't look at your female like that. She was contacted, and the female that you took out, you know, because like, yo, did you really take her out? Because again, that wasn't really specified. But like, he can't look at her like that, because she was, his girlfriend was lied to. So I think, of course, like, in these relationships, we don't know the whole full story. It's just, you know, whether the situation was taken out and pieced together to look like, you know, like, and we can only respond to what it looks like. But I don't think homeboy should have looked at his girl like that, like, bitch, you tripping. Like, the person that lied is sitting right there trying to fuck up our relationship. Now, was there something that you wanted to say?
Yeah, well, his body language does seem like, well, he's confident though. He's confident that he didn't cheat on her. He's confident that he knows that that person's lying. And I think they did go out, but they didn't. It wasn't a date, because he's the one that says that she was like, you went out on a date. He's like, it wasn't a date. So I think they did go out, but it wasn't a date. Somehow, maybe work related. I don't know. So he does know this chick, but I also want to point out that it looks like it's some kind of show, because there's like production behind the scenes. The guy that comes out and puts I think it's a laptop or some shit that he puts on the stool, so it's for the show. So I don't know if he was already being confronted about other things, because that's the body language that he's showing. Like, I don't have anything to hide. I'm here and I'm telling you the truth. So I feel like that's why he has that posture of like, I don't know, it kind of seems a little cocky and shit. Like, yeah, I didn't do anything wrong. But at the same time, like I said, I've been accused of shit that I haven't done or didn't do. So, I mean, it kind of does feel good to know that, you know, you're right and they're wrong. So I feel like that's his body language to me. But I don't know, like, he's confident knowing that he didn't do anything wrong. You're like, no.
Well, no, okay. So when we go over things like that, and when we go into like different scenarios, I do try to take it into consideration, like how you see it, like your viewpoints, you know. So I'm trying to think like, okay, like, have they gone through this situation before to make him kick back and be like, man, here you go again, you know. And maybe he would have been a lot more aggressive in that kind of response if it did happen a lot, than it just being like, because it seemed like this is like the first time. But of course, when you have someone coming up and saying like, hey, like, you know, me and your dude, like, we hooked up, and it's like you have that full trust in that person that's sitting in front of you that you want to share your life with, and you're kind of actually feeling like they're lying. You know, like, and it's like, yeah, what kind of relationship do you guys have? Like, what kind of trust do you guys have? And it's just a lot of those things, I think, that play into these things. But it's just the fact that you have this chick, this other woman, you know, the side chick, being like, oh yeah, well, I lied because I felt like she didn't deserve him. And it's kind of like, okay, well, maybe the comments will explain, but one comment said, single women keeping other women single. Again, single women keeping other women single. Yeah. Next comment is, imagine someone ruining your relationship because they're amazing. Like what you were saying, that your experience. Like someone wanting to ruin and sabotage your relationship because they know that you're an amazing person, and so they want to fuck shit up, you know, to give them room to move in on you.
But she did say something, the girl with the white, she did say something that kind of caught my attention when she said she doesn't deserve to have a faithful man like you. So, is this somebody that he goes and talks to about when he gets accused of cheating or lying or anything? Is that why she took it upon herself to, I guess, prove a point? That's what it kind of seemed like to me, that she was trying to prove a point to the girlfriend, like
it was a lesson.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you don't deserve to have him because he is a faithful man. He is, like, he doesn't lie and cheat on you. You should appreciate that instead of, like, accusing him of shit. Which, I mean, shit, I agree with that. If you're in a relationship and they're always accusing you of doing something that you're not doing, it's like, what the fuck? If you don't believe me, you don't trust me, then why are you with me?
Well, I'm gonna take that into consideration, but most females, they don't do things like that to teach them lessons. They're actually out there literally taking over relationships, ruining relationships just so that they can get in. You know, like, and you're right, it does seem like a production, like a show or something like that, but people aren't out there being like, yo, how does your girl treat you? And, oh, I'm gonna save your relationship by doing this and contacting her and lying to be like, oh yeah, like, you know, like, this shit was planned on her own. She didn't let homeboy know what she was gonna do. If it was to teach a lesson, and went behind his back and hit up his girl and then do a whole fucking sit down on camera. Like, people aren't doing that. Next comment is, she went out of her way to try and steal her man and then admitting it. Like, of course, people aren't going to analyze the video and, like, you know, come up with different like, could haves, would haves. But people really do be doing shit like this, like the bitch on Zoom. Like, no lesson.
Did she say that she wanted him for herself, though?
Well, this is just a short, so all of that shit could have been clipped out. See, like, we only know what they show us.
Yeah. I mean, that doesn't necessarily mean that she wanted him for herself. Maybe, like I said, she feels that he deserves better. That he deserves to be with someone that's going to trust him and not accuse him of cheating or lying.
See, that's the thing. Oh, go ahead.
No, that's fine.
That's what I was saying. Like, all of this shit was done behind his back. He didn't even know that he was gonna hit up his girl. Like, that shit was planned on her own. Like, oh, I'm gonna hit up his girl. You know, that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, they must be friends. They must be co-workers. You know, and the girlfriend, I think, again, like, that was a normal reaction. Like being like, yo, like she's telling me this, you're here in front of me, I'm asking you, I'm confronting you while she's there, like is this true or not? And I don't think the girl was out of line, other than if she is or has been accusing him or not trusting him. Like I'm feeling like to some extent maybe something happened, or maybe he's just like you and he's too damn friendly.
I was about to ask you, so if somebody came to you and was like, oh, Rob took me out and we hooked up, what's the first thing that you're gonna do?
I'd be like, false. Only because, like, yo, bitch, we have the same bank account. Like, I'm looking at the statement and he don't carry cash. So, and he don't drive. As far as I know, bitch, you ain't got no whip.
We were walking to Burger King.
Like we're always together, whether it's in person or over the phone, and we tell each other everything. So, bitch, why you lying?
Shit, the first thing I would be like is show me the proof. Where's your proof? Because I mean, you're pretty much telling them how to cover the bases. You're telling them, we share the same bank account and all these things. Like, she could have been like, I paid for it, I picked them up, or I got us an Uber, or whatever, right? You're just giving her ways to answer. But if you're like, show me the proof, where's the evidence? Man, did you know that you can fake screenshots now? Or that there's people out there that have fake screenshots?
Yeah, all you need is Photoshop.
Exactly.
Yep.
I was like, man, see, this is why I don't delete anything. Because I can prove the real conversation. Here you go.
Yep. Off the top. Yeah. Just, man, that's hassle, man. Like, you're really trying to go in on someone. You're really trying to, like, you must be angry mad. Like, crazy mad to, like, sit there and just puzzle and piece that shit to fit your narrative, to fit your fucking lie.
Yeah.
Like, that's crazy to me. Something seriously wrong with you. And yo, get help. Get help, man.
There's some crazy people out there.
Hell yeah. And can you believe it? We were like sleeping with these people.
Well, in my defense, I was not sleeping with her.
Good. You just know exactly what to say to me.
I was not having sex with that woman.
Yes.
Not have sexual relations with that woman.
Better not.
No.
Okay, moving on to the next video. And I forgot to send it to Babe. Oh yeah. Here's the link, baby.
Okay.
And yeah, so I really need to find out this guy's name. I thought the account was to his account, but it's not. But yo, just I'll find it because there was another video that he made, and it was where he told some chick, like she was trying to act like she was so educated, but I think she was like doing like OnlyFans or something like that. Like she was just being like a smart ass and kind of being like, yo, like I'm educated. And he was like name 10 books that you read. And she's like, huh, excuse me? He's like, name 10 books, or if not 5 books. And then she was like, oh well, I read like what the fuck, like Twilight or some shit like that. And then he was like actually, like, you know, there's like that particular book has like I think it's like 1 book or something. And she was like, no, it's like 4 or 5 books, like it's a collection. And he was like, no, it's actually like 1 book. And he was like trying to get her to name more, and she's just like, oh my god, are you like, she just took it like he was attacking her, but he's just really asking her. But yeah, I love this guy's content. And yeah, let's see what this shit is about.
Translates to any sort of intelligence or skill, or do you accept the fact that you have no skill and maybe lack a lot of intelligence, which is why you had to go down that path?
That is
A
not
lot.
why I had to go down that path. I have a degree,
A degree in what?
philosophy.
You could have become a very well-respected lawyer, had a good career. What do you think your kids are gonna think when they said, oh, my mom had two options? They could have been a philosopher and a lawyer who made a lot of money, but they decided to be an online whore for 2 years, and then when they got ugly, now nobody wants to hire them anymore because they ruined their name and their reputation. Do you think that selling your nudes online and do you think the money that you make from that translates to any sort of intelligence or skill, or do you accept the fact that you have no skill and maybe lack a lot of intelligence, which is why you had to go down that path?
That is
A
not
lot.
why I had to go down that path. I have a degree,
A degree in what?
philosophy.
You could have become a very well-respected lawyer, had a good career. What do you think your kids are gonna think when they said, oh, my mom had two options? They could have been a philosopher and a lawyer who made a lot of money, but they decided to be an online whore for 2 years, and then when they got ugly, now nobody wants to hire them anymore because they ruined their name and their reputation.
What did you think about that, babe?
Her kids ain't gonna see shit when they're fucking swimming in that big ass pool her nude spot. I don't know. You don't judge your parents for what they've done to get you. Because most people do stuff that they need to do. I mean, that's easy money. It seems like, right? Selling your nudes, that's easy money. If you fucking can do it, why not do it? Why, like, okay, there's honor. What did he say? Dignity or something? He said there's respected, be a well-respected philosopher or lawyer. Who says that? That we respect lawyers just because they're lawyers. There's some scumbag motherfucking lawyers out there, man. I'd rather just, if it's easy money, why not? I know that in my generation, well, not my generation, but my parents, they would pretty much just work themselves down to the bone to say that they did it the right way. You know, they did it the right way. They didn't have to step over anyone to get what they have. And okay, that's respectable. But can you never fuck? I was gonna take it. Can you imagine looking online and seeing your parents naked? Like, damn, Dad, you're a nude model. I mean, shit. I wouldn't judge them, but I guess I kind of see his point. But at the same time, it's why make her feel bad. Well, like, who cares? It's her fucking body. It's her. She's the one that has to answer to her family and to her kids.
I
So,
think. Oh, go
I'm
ahead.
sorry, go.
No. Go.
I was just gonna say, if he had that same chance, it's always the people that seem to not have that opportunity, the ones that pass judgment on someone, because they do. You're telling me that if this guy that's asking her this question, if he had the option of selling his nudes and get the amount of money that she's getting, that he wouldn't do it because it's not respectable to who? People are not gonna. You can't buy people's respect even with a title like lawyer or whatever else he was saying. What was he saying? A philosopher? That's bullshit. A lawyer?
Well, she said that she got a degree in philosophy, so that's why he was like philosopher.
Okay. That doesn't mean that she can't use her degree when, like he said, when she turns ugly and can't settle no more. Like, his point, I mean, to me isn't. I mean, if he's not really saying much, I mean, he's trying to make her feel bad. And maybe she did feel bad after, but it's fucking stupid to me. Who cares? How is he making his money?
Interviewing people, a podcast, a show. I think.
How much is he making? No, I'm just kidding.
Well, I have to research that. But I mean, I could see this. Like, I could see your point. But I think it's these women that do sex work, or they sell their nudes, or they're in the porn industry. Those things, I think, it's they feel like they deserve respect. Not saying that if you're into that kind of work that you shouldn't get respect, but I think to some of us people, it's like, yo, you doing that kind of work, it doesn't gain you respect. because it's almost like, you know, a man or a woman, whoever, has their way with you that you allow them to do to you for payment. As soon as they run their juices on you, like some of them, they don't even wipe you off. Like they're just, you know, like they got their nut and then they left. And, you know, to some people, they would be like, okay, that's some kind of disrespect. But of course, that's the business that they're in. They're let's say pretty much used to it. Like they're being treated as sex objects. Maybe some people have issues with it because there are people that are being sex trafficked. There are people that are being, you know, SA'd, and, you know, and there's no justice. And then you're having these young women promote that shit like it's an okay business, and, you know, hopefully you're in the right state, you know, mentally, to know that this is what you want to do, and that, you know, you're you know, it's just money. It's just money. It's the attention that, you know, that you want to be desired, or you need, you just have to have that attention. You just have to be desired by everybody. You have to be complimented. You have to, you know, and it's like, yeah, some of these sex workers, they do go to the gym, but it's not for their mental health. It's not for you know, health purposes. It's just so that can stay looking good and to get top dollar. But I think some people have an issue with it because, you know, sex trafficking is still a thing. You know, it's you know, the oldest, what did they say, like the oldest business. Yeah. And it's like, now it's just accepted, like, you know, and society has gone too far, too overboard. Everything's just too accepted. If not, everything's such a problem. But I think it's just like, yo, like, do you realize that by doing this, you are kind of spreading diseases? Like, you know, and it does fuck with your health, and it in some ways, it does lower your worth to some people, depending on their own lifestyle or their beliefs, their religion, their communities. And it's like, but you're asking for respect. And like, yeah, some people, they don't have to like or respect you, but it's kind of like, don't sit there and talk shit about people that bash your kind of work when, like, they do have some valid points. And, you know, it's like, yeah, we kind of all just like move on. But some people are really trying to understand, like, maybe something happened to you where you're feeling like this isn't okay to do, and maybe it's not okay. And to take it back to when he said, what do you think your children are going to think about this? Because I think it's like, yo, like, my mom was passed around. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, my mom was passed around, or my dad was throwing that dick to everybody. And see, what do you think that's gonna do to a child when they finally learn, first of all, what it is, and the type of work, the type of business. And I think it does do something to a kid, because they're gonna be like, shit, my mom was passed around, or my dad was passed around. My dad ran through a whole bunch of, you know, people. And man, like, you think that the child's okay with a big house, money, and all of these things, but it's like, yo, like, to some kids, it's like dirty money. Or like kids that get money from the military when their parents are killed on duty. It's blood money. Some people, they don't want to spend that, because to them, it's like they're celebrating their parents passing. So that's why I think it's like, okay, you have your philosophy degree, you know, yeah, there's so many things that you can do, but you're doing this because why? Are you really that hard up for money? Because I'm pretty... Oh, student loans?
Yeah.
Well, why can't you use that degree to get a really good job to pay those student loans? Or is this quicker and you think that you're cute, you have the body, you think you look good when you make that fuck face at the camera? You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's what it's like. Is that what it is? Is that what you're feeling like is helping you? But oh, fuck respect. You don't need anyone to respect you because you're making that money. But look at you. I think there's like a lot of reasons, and I think he's just, you know, I don't know this dude, but I could see that other people just anywhere in the world, like, you know, especially people that are educated, they're really trying to analyze just human behavior. And like, why do people like, yo, like, yes, you're a beautiful woman, you know, and you're very smart, you know, you got degrees and shit. Why do this when you can help people with mental illnesses? You can help people get justice and change people's lives, but you'd rather do this. It doesn't make sense to people, because it's just like, damn, you know how many people are struggling to get their philosophy degrees, and here this is, you got it, and this is what you choose to do. You're just throwing it away almost. And
what if she's a philosopher by day and nudist by night?
Yeah, I could see that. But
what if she's doing it like a hobby, something on the side, just because it makes her happy?
Well, then what are you doing on a fucking podcast? Why agree to do this podcast?
Right, he should have asked her, like, are you happy doing what you're doing? Well, it is a short, so we don't know, like, the full interview. So
Yeah.
he probably did ask her that.
Probably.
Or she probably did answer that after, but I don't know, to me... Oh, I'm sorry, you weren't done. Go ahead.
No. I pretty much made my point.
I don't know, to me, it's like, if you're happy doing what you're doing and it's not hurting anybody, like, physically or even mentally, because, okay, who's to say that this girl, the same specific girl, can't get photographed by some fucking pervert down the street, right? And then they pass her picture around. You know, they're still doing stuff to her picture. They're still getting off to her image. Why not make it her own personal thing, her getting money off of it? I think that's how some women look at it. They're like, well, somebody's gonna make money off of my fucking picture. It might as well be me. Might as well get paid so I can pay for my stuff or things that I want, things that that I need. Like I said, maybe she has student loans and she needs to pay them off. Or maybe she just wants a fucking nice car that she's always wanted. I think her posting nude or having an OnlyFans isn't hurting anyone, so go ahead on and do it. If you got it, do it. As long as you're not hurting anyone else.
Yeah, until she ends up pregnant by somebody that she don't know very well, but then paid the bitch off, or she gets a disease, or she gets beat the fuck up, transported and dumped somewhere, or like someone stalking her. I mean, you and I both had something like that, and we didn't even. I'm not gonna say. That's what I'm saying. Like, dude, like, people just crazy. But like, when if somebody stalks her, you know, then is she gonna be sitting on panel and being like?
You kind of answered your own question though. It's possible to happen to anyone. Mm-hmm. All those things that you described could happen to anyone. It could happen to the lawyer walking down the street. She could get kidnapped, turned into a whole. You know, you just never know. People are crazy out there. There's a lot of things that could happen. But like I said, if she's doing it for herself and it's not hurting anyone else, then it shouldn't be anybody's business.
Well, yeah, now it's everyone's business because it's on the internet and we're covering it. So she didn't have to do it.
Right.
She didn't have to do it.
I'm pretty sure she wasn't told like you're gonna be talked to like that's your dad scolding you and shit.
I don't think homeboy would take a chance. He's too damn smart, because he would know that he could be sued for that. So I'm pretty sure his people or him reached out and like, yo, you want to do this? And you know, but of course these females are gonna do it because it's free exposure.
No.
And you know, did they have to sign documentation that, yo, you are gonna be recorded, it's gonna be published, and you're kind of getting your name out there, but you know, this is the internet's forever, bitch. You know that shit. So I think homeboy's pretty smart. He's they're gonna lay it on them straight up. All right, so this next video, I don't know, like I'm gonna have to, you know, I'll let you guys watch the video. And shit, I forgot to send it to Bessie. I just be forgetting. I could have been sending this shit when he was talking. Damn it. Okay, so basically, this man was talking about his homeboy getting some chick pregnant years ago. Okay, and yeah, what's your thoughts? Check it out.
Got a girl pregnant during a one-night stand on a Caribbean cruise. So like a month after the cruise, she tracks him down and calls him and tells him, and he's one of these everything happens for a reason type of guy. So he's like, yeah, cool, this is my wife now, I'm gonna marry her, we're gonna have this kid. And then like a year later, we find out that this woman was the food manager on the cruise ship, and she had watched my buddy go into his room one night and was like, oh, room 512, I wonder who's staying in there. So she pulls up the manifest and sees that that's his name, and then she looks him up on social media and everything and finds out that this guy's kind of wealthy, he's kind of cute, and she'd like to have a kid with him. And then we tell my buddy like, hey, I know this girl's cute, I know she's the mother of your kid, but she might have a little wackadoodle in her because this is what she did. He wasn't worried about that at all. He said he had never had a girl who was so interested in him that she went through all that trouble to get him. So instead of being hurt that he was targeted, he's actually like super flattered and even more in love with her now. Until 18 years later, 18 years, and on our 18th birthday, he found out it wasn't his. Now that we're all more mature in our late 40s now, he admits that he should have listened to our advice and gotten a paternity test right away. My buddy got a girl pregnant during a one-night stand on a Caribbean cruise. So like a month after the cruise, she tracks him down and calls him and tells him, and he's one of these everything happens for a reason type of guy. So he's like, yeah, cool, this is my wife now, I'm gonna marry her, we're gonna have this kid. And then like a year later, we find out that this woman was the food manager on the cruise ship, and she had watched my buddy go into his room one night and was like, oh, room 512, I wonder who's staying in there. So she pulls up the manifest and sees that that's his name, and then she looks him up on social media and everything and finds out that this guy's kind of wealthy, he's kind of cute, and she'd like to have a kid with him. And then we tell my buddy like, hey, I know this girl's cute, I know she's the mother of your kid, but she might have a little wackadoodle in her because this is what she did. He wasn't worried about that at all. He said he had never had a girl who was so interested in him that she went through all that trouble to get him. So instead of being hurt that he was targeted, he's actually like super flattered and even more in love with her now. Until 18 years later, 18 years, and on our 18th birthday, he found out it wasn't his. Now that we're all more mature in our late 40s now, he admits that he should have listened to our advice and gotten a paternity test right away. My buddy got a
That's
Jeez.
what are your thoughts?
Well, my initial thought is, yes, I am very flattered, but I need a paternity test. Because you don't know this person, you have no idea what the hell they're doing, what they, obviously she researched him and did all that stuff. Man, come on, how? How do you go 18 years without knowing that this is not your kid? Like, he looks just like you or not? Does he act like you or not? Does he have your eyes or not? You know, and my culture, there's this saying, you know, blood calls blood. Like, you can tell when someone's, or you have that feeling inside of you, like, this is not my kid. This kid doesn't, like, I don't know. I would have been like, listen, man, I am flattered, but I need a paternity test. Just to be safe. That is fucked up, though. Being targeted. As flattering as it sounds, it's still fucked up.
Word. Yeah, I was checking the comments and people are like, yo, they like social media. Like, what are you talking, MySpace days? And I was like, oh yeah, huh? Because he said she looked him up on social media or something like that. And yeah, I was like, yeah, that was like MySpace, AOL.
Oh my god.
Yes.
Yahoo chat.
Yup. I thought that shit was pretty damn funny, but
It's just crazy to me how people don't question things. Maybe he did question it, he just didn't want to know. I don't know. It's weird.
Weird. Okay, so next video. This shit really pissed me the fuck off. Alright, it has to do with, rideshare. You guys know that I do rideshare every now and then. I haven't done it for like 2 years, but anyway. Yeah, I can relate to this shit. Yeah, check it out.
What'd you just do? You just canceled the ride.
No, I didn't.
Why did you do that?
Because I didn't do nothing. That's why.
And you just took off your seatbelt.
Because I wanted to, because I can. Thank you very
You're
much.
trying to get a free ride. You know what? Are you trying to get a free ride out of me?
No, just take me home, please. Thank
You know where I'm going to take you? To the police station. There's one right around the corner. That's where you belong.
Why would you take me to the police station?
Because you're trying to scam me for a free ride.
No one's trying to scam you.
You are. You just canceled the ride in the middle of the ride.
To the police station.
This is like a $30 ride. Like, I was going to pay my grocery bills with this.
Bruh, you cannot take me to the police station. Please just take me home. It's literally around the corner.
I'm dropping you off at the police station. It's right up here. It's right up here.
No, you don't need to do that. Thank you. And my house is over there, so keep going straight.
Nope, where I'm turning.
You're literally funny. You're literally funny. You want to know why?
Why? What'd you just do? You just canceled the ride.
No, I didn't.
Why did you do that?
Because I didn't do nothing. That's why.
And you just took off your seatbelt.
Because I wanted to, because I can. Thank you very
You're
much.
trying to get a free ride. You know what? Are you trying to get a free ride out of me?
No, just take me home, please. Thank
You know where I'm going to take you? To the police station. There's one right around the corner. That's where you belong.
Why would you take me to the police station?
Because you're trying to scam me for a free ride.
No one's trying to scam you.
You are. You just canceled the ride in the middle of the ride.
To the police station.
This is like a $30 ride. Like, I was going to pay my grocery bills with this.
Bruh, you cannot take me to the police station. Please just take me home. It's literally around the corner.
I'm dropping you off at the police station. It's right up here. It's right up here.
No, you don't need to do that. Thank you. And my house is over there, so keep going straight.
Nope, where I'm turning.
You're literally...
That's
Yeah, no.
shit, man.
I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, it's messed up what she did. First of all, I'm getting the feeling that this is, what is it called? Not fake, the staged.
You think so?
That's just the feeling that I'm getting. I don't know, but even if it is staged, I know that those things do happen. And so they don't have, when you ride share, they don't have a way to protect you from people trying to scam you like this?
They probably updated their system now that it's almost like, okay, because when you're a driver, obviously you have your app on to navigate you to the pickup and to the drop off. So if your tracking is on, her tracking would be on, showing that the rider is with you, that the passenger is with you. So if she were to cancel it, because what is she gonna do, throw her phone into your car and like you take off with her phone? Like, I would hope that they would be like, no, it says here that you were actually with the driver and you canceled mid-ride, we're still gonna charge you. But see, with these gig apps, they're going to side with the customer, not you, because you are an independent contractor. You're just using their system to get a job. That's like going to an employment office and then they're helping you get a job. So it's your deal. It's your problem almost. Unless you know that you have a good case, in which most of the time, that's why us drivers, we now have cameras in our vehicles recording you, recording every single ride, conversations. It's capturing your face on camera. You know, and there's some people that will fight with you. Like, they'll be like, you know, just because they have a bad day, they just get into your car and they just take it out on you, and then they blame you, like, oh my gosh, you're making my day worse, and blah blah blah, I'm canceling. You know, like, they just, like, it's an act just so that they can get like a free ride. And let me tell you, when motherfuckers acted up in my car, I straight dropped people off on the freeway on top of a fucking bridge before. Twice I dropped people off on the freeway because they were treating me like shit. So
yeah, I don't think the police were gonna do anything anyway, so you should just dropped her off.
Right.
Wherever she canceled, that's where I would have dropped her off.
Yep. And every time I did that, I called Uber right away. I told them, yo, I let them out, yes, on the freeway, because I was in fear of my life. So yeah, they tried reporting me, and it was just like, no, you're not gonna get me, I'm gonna get you. So yeah, but these things do fucking happen. It is bullshit. But you know, motherfuckers, they'll try it. You know, they don't give a fuck who you are. Like, they fucking think that they're Kim Kardashian or somebody, acting on a whole fucking ass. And it's like, no, not in my shit.
Get out.
Yes. Alright, this next video. Yeah, so a woman, she says that she's 18 years old. She wanted a clerk to go outside the store with her at night so she can pump her gas. And yeah, you can check how homeboy was reacting. Check this out.
You straight? There's somebody out there. You scared? I did that?
Deadass, I'm scared. I'm a woman. I'm deadass.
Park. Oh, okay, come to this pump. Come. I'm up. Nah, he good. He good. Get in your car. I'm get in your car and pull up to this one. I got you. Yo, how old are you for one? You 18. Okay. And that's your car. And you want me to watch you pump. Okay, it sounds like you trying to lie to me. I ain't gonna lie, like, cause like it's 2023. But
I'm not gonna like do anything to you. I'm not sex trafficking. I'm just like genuinely.
oh nah, you know I carry that thing on me. You know I walk like this. I walk like this on some G. I walk like this, like with a limp. You said what? You straight? There's somebody out there.
No, I'm not. I don't know. I'm scared. That's the thing.
You scared?
Yeah, I'm scared. I never put my gas at night, and I gotta put my gas. I gotta get up early in the morning.
I did that?
Deadass, I'm scared. I'm a woman. I'm deadass.
Park.
I'm wearing shorts.
Okay, come to this pump. Come.
You're gonna come out.
I'm up. Nah, he good. He good. Get in your car. I'm get in your car and pull up to this one. I got you.
Walk outside.
Yo, how old are you for one?
I'm 18 years old.
You 18. Okay. And that's your car. And you want me to watch you pump.
I want you to be outside.
Okay, it sounds like you trying to lie to me. I ain't gonna lie, like, cause like it's 2023. But
I'm not gonna like do anything to you. I'm not sex trafficking. I'm just like genuinely.
oh nah, you know I carry that thing on me. You know I walk like this. I walk like this on some G. I walk like this, like with a limp.
What'd you think about that?
Oh man, I miss working at a gas station. It was fun.
Well,
I don't know which part of,
has anything like that happened to you?
I had this one lady come in one time and she had a kid on her hip and she was like, can you go pump my gas? And I was like, that's not part of my job description. And she's like, but I'm asking you for a favor. And I said, it looks like your hands are functioning, why can't you do it? Because, okay, let me tell you, okay, so from his perspective, he could be getting set up, right?
Mhm.
That's my first thought is someone's trying to set me up. Why do they want me to leave the station? And two, yeah, like he said, it is 2023, man. A lot of things can happen and have happened, so you just never know. You know, are they trying to rob the store? Trying to rob me? Trying to kidnap me? What are you gonna do? But like that lady that came in, she just didn't want to do it. I'm like, you took your kid out of the car seat. Why couldn't you, instead of taking him out, just go and pump your own gas? Because she paid at the pump. She paid at the pump, but she just wanted me to come out and pump it for her. And I was like, we're not supposed to do that anyway. Plus, it was at night. I was by myself. I had to take care of the store, so I was like, nah, I'm sorry, I can't do it. When I was working the same station, but I was working maintenance, I did pump people's gas for them when either they couldn't get out the car or, you know, they had health issues or whatever it was, but...
Oh, yeah, they have one of those handicap buttons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I would pump their gas for them, but there was nothing wrong with her. She just didn't want to do it. Like I told her, it took you way more effort to get your kid out of the car, come in here, trying to boss me around. Like, no, I'm not gonna do it. She could have just hit that button out there, and like maybe I would have gone out there. But we were told, especially third shift, that when people come to the pump, try not to leave the store because, like I said, we were by ourselves. First and second shift usually had a maintenance person with them. The third shift was usually by themselves, so we were told not to leave the store unless we absolutely had to. But I don't know, anything is possible. I mean, yeah, I understand her side of it too. Like, she might be scared. It might be real. She might be scared, and at that point, it's like, well, why didn't you take a friend with you? I don't know. I know there's times where you can't have anybody with you, but I don't know. Why didn't she just hit that handicap button then? Maybe he would have came out there and helped. It kind of sounded like he turned around to someone in the store too, right? Like a coworker or something. I mean,
yeah.
You could have asked him like, to go out there or watch his back or something.
Right.
Cause yeah, man, the people do be scamming. I did get scammed one time at the gas station.
Oh my gosh, you want to tell?
Well, this guy gave me a sob story about he needed gas to get to his wife that was pregnant in the hospital in labor. He was like, please just give me gas or whatever. Look, I'll give you my house keys. And he gave me like a fucking keychain with a bunch of keys. He was like, look, these are my house keys. I'll come back. Look, this is my ID. He showed me an ID and everything. He was like, please just give me $20, $30 or anything that you can pump in my car, and I'll come back after and pay you. And there was a hospital down the street, but I was like, man, I'm sure this is a scam, but fuck it, I'm gonna do it anyway. And then, yeah, he pumped the gas, gave me the keys, and never came back. I was like, damn, alright. And I was like, man, it's okay. I'll pay for it. I do have to pay for it. What?
Damn. No, that's fucking crazy, man. How people, they just think, they just can, yeah, that shit's pissing me off. I feel like, okay, watching this video, I think it was just, like, fake. Because, first of all, in a gas station, are there cameras like this in color and in better focus and all of that shit?
From that view. Not from that view.
Right.
I know that we did have cameras all over the place, but not from that view. That looks like a cell phone view.
Yeah, a cell phone. That's why it's like, you know, and I don't know, it seemed like homeboy was like just putting on an act like, yo man, like yo, he's like, I don't know, like that's someone else that's coming in like, yo, can I have a rock scratching their neck? You know, like, like it's just like, I don't know, like it just kind of seemed like, and the way he was like, seemed like he was like trying to like look over his shoulder to make sure that the camera's still rolling or something like that. But yeah, it just, to me it seemed fake. Like I don't see You know, like I don't see him pressing the camera on every time somebody walks in, just hoping that he would get something like a bite or like a good gas station story to post and make a reel. And I mean, I don't know, because I would imagine the camera would be like the one that's on a monitor up in the sky, you know, like so, like that, like in a downwards position, and not that good of, you know, color and focus. And I mean, I don't know, but
that's some iPhone quality camera right there.
Word. Yeah.
Damn.
But and not only that, like he's not in uniform, but yeah, I mean, okay, if you're wearing a hoodie or whatever, but I just don't think that. Yeah, he's probably working, but I don't think you're supposed to, or you're allowed to have headphones in your ear. But it's like, okay. Yeah, he has earbuds in. But again, it's nighttime. You know, there's no one. You know, not that busy. But I would think that you'd have to be alert for people walking in, walking out, someone pulling up to a pump. You know, you got to hear the dinging sounds and. You know.
Yeah, we were allowed to have headphones.
Yeah, it's just all for the gram. It's just all for social media, and that's fine. But like, yo, it's almost. I think like a person that was you know, like a victim, like a true victim, they will find this insulting. Like there were people in the chat, or women in the chat, like, yeah, I know how she's feeling, and it's really stupid how you know, people they don't believe us, that we're scared, or like some of us women are really short and small, and you know, we can't fight anybody off. You know, like things like that. And I'm just like, yeah, well, I don't know, I guess it's just whatever at that point.
I do. Okay, so if I'm just gonna put myself in her place, in her position, and okay, I'm scared and I'm at the pump and I need to pump gas, so I'll pull up to the pump, flash my lights at the clerk, or like that guy that was on the bike. Why not ask him, hey, can you pump my gas and I'll give you a tip. Like to me, if I'm scared, why the hell would I get out of my car? Why would I go to, like, I think she parked at the pump that was facing the camera, right? That's what she was saying? Mm-hmm. And he was trying to direct her to another camera. I would be worried about that. Mm-hmm. But like, why are you trying to direct me to another pump? This was right on the view of the camera. Mm-hmm. But I don't know. It is a shitty situation to be scared and not get the help that you want. But like I said, if she was really that scared, she wouldn't have gotten off the car.
Right.
You saying something else?
Yeah, we're gonna do one more. I have 2 more videos, but we're just gonna do one more because my mother came in here like, "Are you done?" So,
Mama.
yeah, I already dropped it in the chat, and yeah. This one is, do you live in reality? Check it out.
If I'm in a bikini, I'm at a pool party. I'm in a bikini, I'm rolling up.
Yep.
Right, I'm talking to my homegirl, boom. Nigga just come behind me, slap my ass.
Yep.
He's in the right.
I never said that. Well, what I am saying...
I chose to wear a bikini instead of shorts.
Okay. Do you live in reality? Because I do. I don't operate on what should, could, or would. I operate on what is.
I'm telling you what happened to me.
I know. Okay, that's fine. Mm-hmm. What is that there's a lot of pieces of out there. What is that there's a lot of bad people out there. What is there's a lot of sexual predators out there that are willing to take opportunities and that present themselves. So what I'm saying is that you got to operate on what is. You can't control the world and you can't control the weirdos out there. So if one of the few things you do control is how you dress, how the world perceives you, being safe, etc. So this is why men don't like their girl dressing in a certain way, because men know these threats.
If I'm in a bikini, I'm at a pool party. I'm in a bikini, I'm rolling up.
Yep.
Right, I'm talking to my homegirl, boom. Nigga just come behind me, slap my ass.
Yep.
He's in the right.
I never said that. But what I
chose to wear a bikini instead of shorts.
Okay. Do you live in reality? Because I do. I don't operate on what should, could, or would. I operate on what is.
I'm telling you what happened to me.
I know. Okay, that's fine. Mm-hmm. What is that there's a lot of pieces out there. What is that there's a lot of bad people out there. What is there's a lot of sexual predators out there that are willing to take opportunities and that present themselves. So what I'm saying is that You got to operate on what is. You can't control the world, and you can't control the weirdos out there. So if you, one of the few things you do control is how you dress, how the world perceives you, being safe, etc. So this is why men don't like their girl dressing in a certain way, because men know these threats.
If I'm
Did you check it out, babe?
Yes. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I think.
Okay, what?
Yes, there are weirdos out there that feel like they're there's a word for it, I can't think of it right now, but it's okay for them to just put their hands on someone else. If someone's not inviting you to touch them, don't fucking touch them. It's that simple to me, but I know some people's brains just don't work that way. I guess he's kind of right in what he's saying. Like, yes, you gotta prepare for those type of threats. Also, I do believe that she has the right to dress however the fuck she wants without getting harassed or without being violated in that way, because it is a violation. But she needs to be ready or prepared to take on someone that does violate her space, that does violate her privacy or her body. Because getting touched in any way that you're not inviting the person to touch you that way, it is a violation. So you have to be prepared for that. I don't know, it's messed up. She should be, like I said, she should be able to wear whatever she wants and not be harassed. But she has to also prepare for that. Like, carry self-defense, like mace with you, carry something, just throw your keys at them or something. Not your keys, throw something. Be prepared for weirdos like that, because they do exist. There's still some I wanted to say something else, but there's still people out there like that. So you have to I guess know where you're putting yourself. Like he said, that's the reason why a lot of men try and or don't like it when their women dress like that, because they're putting themselves in that situation. And
like, that's just their way of protecting them, like looking out for them in a way. Like, oh, maybe you shouldn't wear that, at least not till you get to the pool party, like just to kind of check out the crowd and see how many men are there. If people are already drunk as fuck or high as fuck or on drugs, or like, just so you check out your environment, kind of thing.
Yeah, or at least be ready to defend yourself.
Right. Well, huh?
It's still messed up. She should be able to safely wear whatever she wants and not be harassed.
I don't know. I feel like females that think that they can dress like that all the time, and they think that nobody should say anything to them. Like, it's always a time and place. Like, you shouldn't wear anything like that at, like, like the grocery store, for instance. Because that's not the place. You can't just throw something on to just keep it respectful, because it is a respectful thing to do. But I think females do this shit they're just baiting men. They want to be looked at. They want to feel desired and wanted again, but by only the fine, handsome guys, right? Not the ugly ones, because if the ugly ones look at them, then it's just like, oh my god, like guys are just so like creepy, and like oh my god, like the old motherfuckers, like ugh, like they're predators. But it's like, you're making money off of these predators, bitch, by having a fucking OnlyFans. So you're pretty much dissing your audience, because most of these men, they are old, they are perverts, and they are creeps. So what the fuck are you talking about? And It's to boost their egos by having a story to tell, whether it be about a fine dude, you know, a handsome dude, a sexy dude, or an ugly dude, a creeper, a pervert. It's just to boost their self-centered ego, and they think that no one should have a problem with it, but yet they come into, you know, the social media light, or in the podcast light, or on a live stream, being like, oh my god, you guys, and then the audience is just eating it up. They don't know the whole story. You know, a bitch could be lying on live stream just to be like, oh my god, like, what do you guys think? And everybody's, yeah, you know, creepers, yeah. And she's like, yeah, you know, like, I felt attacked, you guys. See, like, and it's like, but these females wonder why their boyfriends or husbands have an issue with them wearing what the fuck they're wearing. But yo, you're baiting yourself. That's what you're doing. But
I don't think there's anything wrong with wanting attention or dressing in a certain way to get attention, because having people look at you is one thing. Having people touch you is something different. That's a whole jump cut right there. It's not like, I guess her point was, just because I was dressed like that, like, mind you, she said she was at a pool party, so it's not like she was at the grocery store or a family restaurant dressed that way. Mm-hmm. She was in a bikini in a pool party. So
so she couldn't wear shorts until she got there. She just wanted to be in full thong.
But I think she said that she was in the pool, right? Like, in the water?
No, she said they were pulling up to the pool party. She wasn't even in the pool. So she said that, yeah, like, when they was going in, some dude grabbed her ass. See, that's what I'm saying. It's like, you could have wore shorts, and you could have checked out the scenery. You could have checked out, you know, the area. But no, you just wanted to show all ass. You know, like,
right, but her point was, I should be able to show all ass if I wanted to and not be touched. And
that's why the dude was asking, do you live in reality? And she's like, yeah. And it's like, these motherfuckers don't live, like, you must not live in reality, because these are what motherfuckers do these days. So see, it's like, you should know that. See, that's what he's saying. Like, do you live in reality? Yes or no? She's like, yeah. Just because you have ass does not mean that you live in reality, and that you think that you can wear, or you should be able to wear, whatever the fuck you want, because the world don't operate that way. That's his point.
Well,
it's like, you should be clothed up. It's not the fact wearing what you want to wear. Yeah, wear what you want to wear. But when you place yourself in an environment that you may not know who's gonna be there, what type of people these are, what they're smoking, what they're doing, are they carrying a Glock? Are they carrying machetes? And like, you don't know these people. All you know is that it's a pool party. Motherfuckers get through the gate with bullshit showing up at these places, and then all of a sudden, like, a whole fight break out, guns being pulled, hands are being thrown. But you're worried about, you should wear whatever the fuck you want. See, like, it's like, do you live in reality?
The reality is that I'm gonna wear whatever I want, and if you touch me, I'm gonna fuck you up. That's what I'm saying. Like, learn to defend yourself and be prepared to have to defend yourself at all times.
But at this point, it's not about what she wears, though. Yeah, the point is, well, sure, that's what she's making it out to be. But dude's point is that you don't know these people. Like, the dude could have grabbed her ass, yeah, but if she would have turned around and did the whole slap on him, you don't know what he would have done. Is that it's not about what she has on or not. Clearly she didn't have shit on. But it's like, it's your, like, is that your reality? That you can just go around and wear whatever the fuck you want? That's not reality. That's your reality. But reality is where you place yourself in how you look, in how you act, how you look at people, how you solve problems, how long you stay and who you go home with, or like what you're putting into your system. Are you drinking? Are you smoking? Like that's the reality, because you placed yourself there. But see, she's making it out to be something else, but he's making it out like, yo, your safety. See, like they're kind of talking about, like, he's trying to tell her like, yo, that's not what I mean. But for her, it's like, yo, I pull up, I wear whatever the fuck I want, and motherfucker grab my ass, and yo. See, and it's like, dude, like, that's not what I'm saying. Like, sometimes you just can't be doing that, because you don't know what's gonna happen. That's what I'm saying. Like, people do whatever the fuck they want, and then that's until like they do what they want, so equals fucking around and finding out. See, she showed up like that. What was her finding out? That her ass got pinched, and oh, guess what, she didn't like it. Well, you kind of put it out there in display almost. Like, oh my god, people looking at me. Well, you push your fucking tits up to your neck, so you think people shouldn't be looking at you, looking at you like that? Like, you put them there next to your face. When they look at your face, you think that they're looking at your chest, and they probably weren't really looking at your face, but you're thinking that it is, because you get that type of reaction all the time. But you put it there. Maybe you should put on a robe or something. See, to me, that's fucking around and finding out. Like, you put your ass out, you're in a whole ass thong, you're at a pool party, everybody's probably touching each other, you didn't even get there yet. Maybe it's just like a grab and go kind of thing, but you think it's a pool party, and it could be like a whole ass fucking, like, you know, people running trains and shit like that. You don't know, you just think that it's a pool party. Like, everyone's hooking up. See, like, and these are just, you know, scenarios and things like that, but I mean, that's just how I see it. Like, these girls, they bait themselves, and that's called fucking around and finding out. They're just mad because, you know, this dude with the mic's not, huh?
It doesn't make it right, though.
Of course it's not, but she went with her ass out. That was her choice.
Right. And that's what she's saying, though. That's the only thing that, I guess that's her point, is I should be able to dress how I want and not be violated. And it's true. The guy that touched her should have kept his hands to himself. Because it's one thing to look at someone and, you know, okay, you're dressing that way, so you're gonna get attention. People are gonna look at you. Does that mean that you deserve for someone to touch you without you wanting them to? No.
It has to be the right person to look at them. They want to find sexy dude to look at them, but not a creep, ugly, fat dude looking at them. See, it has to be the right person to look at them.
Right. That's true too, but like I said, it doesn't make it right that she got touched, and it's like, oh, well, you're dressed that way, so you should have expected that.
Yeah, pretty much, because she didn't know what type of pool party it was. See, those are the things that we don't know. We're just speculating.
Right. We are speculating. Even if it was an orgy and she walked in there, she should have the option of like, oh shit, this is not what I wanted. It's not like, oh, well, you walked in here, now you have to have sex with everybody. No, you have the chance to walk away from it. That's not what you expected. Alright, cool. You should be free to leave without being harassed, without being touched, without, you know, whatever. You should, like, she walked into something that she thought was something different. Okay, cool. You can go now. You don't have to get violated, you know. Like I said, she has the right to dress however she wants, even if it is for attention. Like, she might have dressed that way to get looks, and she didn't dress that way to get touched. So there is a big difference. The guy should have kept his hands to himself.
Well, maybe the dude was fucked up. Maybe he was high or drunk or on something. But, you know, for me, it's like these women are baiting themselves. I'm always gonna stand by that. because it is the attention. But yeah, when someone touched them, they want to have an issue with it. But it's kind of like, yo, it's almost like you're a free tester. You're out on display almost. And it's just like, yo, you know, like you're kind of, you know, displaying, you like you're putting yourself on a fucking platter and you're just giving away free samples like at fucking Costco. And you have an issue with it because you want like a good looking dude to take a bite, but not a fat dude walking by because you feel like he already have enough. I mean, I don't know, I'm just making up for it. Well, yeah, but to them it's not. See, that's the issue. It's like, what do you want?
Well,
yeah, you're being looked at, but yeah, I'm sorry, what?
When people feel privileged and feel like it's my right, she's dressed that way and I should be able to touch her if I want. No. You keep your hands to yourself until you're invited to touch the person. It doesn't matter how you look. That's not your body. That's not your person. Keep your hands to yourself.
Yeah, well, people they don't live like that. You know, they don't. Their thing is they do whatever the fuck they want. Like this female, she do what she want. It's just like a regular normal person that, you know, they ordered a large French fry, but they got a small. They just go into McDonald's, just go behind the back, and they just smack somebody. See, like they put their hands on.
I feel like that's what social media has done, though.
That's my point. It's all for attention. Oh, but see, when someone came in and recorded someone getting a bitch slap because of cold fries, it's like, yo, was that a setup? Was that a dare? Because you sure had the camera rolling, catching someone as they're walking in, like your camera's already positioned at the door, and you're watching the person walk in there and just slap somebody. And it's like, okay, that was probably fake, unless they went in and out, and then you're like, oh shit.
Yeah,
but
about to go dumb.
Yeah, I don't know.
Not my fault. Like, I would understand if she was dancing on someone or like pushing herself up on someone, and then he touched her. Then it's like, okay, you asked for it. So what did you think was gonna happen if you're dancing in his face and you're tempting them? That's a different thing than just walking by someone. You shouldn't feel like, damn, I can't even walk by this group of guys because one of them is going to smack me in my ass. It shouldn't be that way. We were taught as kids to keep our hands to ourselves. And I know that a lot of people don't listen to shit that we were taught, but that is the one thing that we should do, is keep our hands to ourselves.
Well, somebody would argue like, well, bro, we're not kids anymore. We're adults. We're men. It is the same thing, but it's just people. That's just the way that they think, and they think that because you're an adult, that, you know, it's different. That's always gonna be their argument.
Self-control.
Yeah, none of them have that. I said nobody has that. They don't have self-control. But in some ways, I feel like, you know, these females do kind of call these grown men to them to do shit like that. You know, yeah, the woman can't control what the guy does, but yo, like women get bothered just by someone glancing at them. Like, oh, I have a boyfriend.
Yeah.
And it's just like, damn, okay, like someone needs to shove you the fuck off your high horse, bitch. Like, I'm just saying good morning to you. Like, but I don't think if you're just like that, yeah, you should be ready for anything, and you should know how to defend yourself, or maybe, you know, carry you know, some type of spray or something like that. But, you know, some females, they just think that they can just hang on to a dude and make a dude think that they can, like, you know, like fight their battles for them. You know, like, that's not right. Like sticking their homeboys on them. And it's just like, well, you were kind of calling them to you in a way. But I mean, that's just my opinion. And yeah, I think females, they do this shit intentionally. Then they think that they can complain about it. They think they have a story, or you know, just to be like, oh my god, you guys, like, I was attacked. See, like, and then it's like, man, shut the fuck out of here.
Like that lady that came up to me, she was like, oh, you look like fun. I was like, get away from me.
Oh, hell no, man. Shit.
Get away.
I'd be like, yo, you know what Native Americans did to our enemies back in the day? Yeah.
And that's our show, everyone.
Hey, man, get the fuck back, bitch. Get the fuck back. Back up, bitch. Get the fuck out my way. Yeah.
Thank you, everybody, for joining us.
Yes. Thank you all so much for pressing play. And yeah, don't forget to check us out on what was it? That's another thing. Spotify, Amazon Music, iTunes, iHeartRadio, Audible. Yes, check us out. And thank you, babe, so much for joining me on panel.
Thank you for having me.
Yes. With your sexy raccoon self.
No.
Yes.
Rulers rule. Keep your hands to yourself.
Yes, or else.
Smack with the ruler in your hand.
Promise?
See? If she had a ruler with her, she could have just turned it
Oh
on,
my
smack
god.
She needs a ruler. Everybody get a ruler.
Come on, babe. At a pool party, I think a lot of motherfuckers would be whipping out their shit and be like, yo, measure my shit. Yeah, then then it'd be all her fault. See, look at you again, bitches in trouble carrying around
Just because
rulers
she
and
has a
shit.
ruler doesn't mean she's trying to measure anything.
Oh my gosh, that's what I'm saying.
Thank you, babe, for having me.
Yes. Alrighty, see you guys tomorrow. And 4 p.m. Arizona Standard Mountain Time. Check you guys there. Oh,
Let's try this again.
No, you know what? Peace, guys.
Peace.